Welcome back to ABCGH Spoilers channel. Today we will learn about the tangled web of secrets, scandals, and mind games that threaten to unravel the lives of Port Charles's most powerful players. In this in-depth exploration, we'll peel back the layers of intrigue surrounding Drew Cain and Portia Robinson, examining not only the blackmail and medical mysteries at play but also the psychological and political consequences that could shake the very foundations of General Hospital. A scandal that could shatter Drew's political ambitions. Imagine the fallout if the truth about Drew Cain's shadowy past were to explode into the public eye. As a sitting congressman, Drew's reputation is everything. His carefully cultivated image as a war hero and community leader could be obliterated in an instant if his history of mind control and violent amnesia were exposed. Sources close to Portia Robinson suggest that she's contemplating a bold move. Leaking Drew's darkest secrets to a notorious gossip magazine, bypassing Aurora Media entirely. Such a revelation wouldn't just end Drew's career, it would ignite a media firestorm, with pundits and political rivals dissecting every detail of his checkered past. The potential for scandal is immense. In today's hyper-connected world, a single tweet or leaked document can go viral within minutes, and Drew's enemies in Washington would waste no time capitalizing on his vulnerability. The story would dominate headlines, with questions swirling about his fitness for office and the possibility that he remains a ticking time bomb, an assassin waiting to be activated by the right trigger. The specter of a congressman with a literal on-off switch for violence is the stuff of political nightmares, and it's easy to imagine the chaos that would ensue if Portia's plan comes to fruition. The untold dangers of an unchecked assassin. What makes this scenario even more chilling is the unresolved nature of Drew's psychological programming. Despite the best efforts of Jason Morgan and a handful of trusted allies, there is no concrete evidence that Drew was ever fully deprogrammed after his harrowing experiences with mind control. The infamous tarot card trigger, an innovation introduced by Peter August, remains a looming threat, with only a handful of people aware of the specific cards and phrases that can activate or deactivate Drew's assassin persona. This lingering uncertainty casts a long shadow over Drew's every move. Even those closest to him, like Curtis Ashford, harbor doubts about his stability. The knowledge that Drew could be manipulated into committing unspeakable acts at any moment is a source of constant tension, both for the characters and the audience. The possibility that a single lapse in security could unleash chaos in Port Charles or even on the national stage is a testament to the high-stakes storytelling that has become a hallmark of General Hospital. Portia and Curtis, the power of collaboration. In the midst of this turmoil, Portia Robinson finds herself at a crossroads. Her investigation into Drew's medical records has the potential to uncover not just the original microchip surgery performed by Dr. Patrick Drake and Dr. Robin Scorpio Drake, but also hints of the more insidious psychological programming orchestrated by Peter August and Victor Cassadine. However, Portia's efforts would be far more effective if she joined forces with Curtis Ashford, who possesses critical knowledge about Drew's ordeal. Curtis, having been confided in by Drew after his miraculous return from presumed death, is privy to the full extent of the memory mapping, mind control, and the dangerous games played by the Cassadines. If Portia were to share her findings with Curtis, they could pool their resources and piece together a comprehensive picture of Drew's vulnerabilities. This partnership would not only increase their chances of neutralizing the threat Drew poses but also strengthen their own relationship, which has been strained by secrets and mistrust. The legacy of mind control in Port Charles. The saga of Drew Cain's mind control is deeply intertwined with the history of Port Charles's most notorious villains. Helena Cassadine's original plan to use Drew as her personal assassin, after failing to fully control his twin Jason due to brain damage, set the stage for years of intrigue and danger. The surgical implantation of a microchip in Drew's brain, followed by its eventual removal, marked only the beginning of his ordeal. Subsequent layers of psychological programming, masterminded by Peter August, added new dimensions to Drew's plight. The use of tarot cards as activation devices. An homage to the classic film The Manchurian Candidate transformed Drew into a modern-day sleeper agent, capable of carrying out kidnappings and murders without any recollection of his actions. These narrative twists have kept viewers on the edge of their seats, blending elements of science fiction, espionage, and psychological horror into the fabric of the show. Parallels to The Manchurian Candidate and beyond. For fans of classic cinema, the similarities between Drew's journey and the plot of The Manchurian Candidate are impossible to ignore. In both stories, a decorated soldier is transformed into an unwitting pawn in a larger conspiracy, with his actions controlled by external forces. The use of symbolic objects, a playing card in the film, a tarot card in Drew's case, serves as a chilling reminder of the fragility of free will and the dangers of unchecked power. But General Hospital takes these themes a step further, exploring not just the mechanics of mind control but also its emotional and ethical ramifications. Drew's struggle to reclaim his identity, the trauma inflicted on his loved ones, and the ongoing threat posed by his unresolved programming all contribute to a rich tapestry of drama and suspense. The show's willingness to tackle such complex issues is a testament to its enduring appeal and its ability to evolve with the times. Portia's desperation and the search for leverage. Against this backdrop of intrigue and danger, Portia Robinson's actions take on a new urgency. Faced with Drew's relentless blackmail and the risk of losing everything she holds dear, her medical license, her freedom, and her marriage, Portia is willing to go to extraordinary lengths to protect herself. Her decision to delve into Drew's medical history is both a calculated gamble and a desperate cry for help, reflecting the immense pressure she is under. Portia's determination is fueled by a sense of injustice. She knows that Drew's erratic behavior and hidden past make him a threat not just to her, but to the entire community. By uncovering the truth, she hopes to turn the tables and regain control of her destiny. Yet, as Ava Jerome wisely cautioned, the path Portia is treading is fraught with danger. One wrong move could not only destroy Drew but also drag Portia herself into a web of scandal and retribution. The domino effect, Brad, Selena, and the ripple of secrets. No soap opera storyline would be complete without a cast of supporting characters whose actions set the stage for the main drama. In this case, Brad Cooper's decision to confide in Selena Wu, who then relayed the information to Drew, serves as the catalyst for the current crisis. The chain reaction that follows blackmail, betrayal, and the threat of exposure illustrates the interconnectedness of life in Port Charles, where no secret stays hidden for long. Each player in this unfolding drama has their own agenda, and the alliances they form are as fragile as they are strategic. The constant shifting of loyalties and the ever-present risk of double-crossing ensure that the stakes remain high and the outcome uncertain. As Portia navigates this treacherous landscape, she must rely on her wits, her allies, and her determination to survive. As the dust settles and the pieces fall into place, one thing is clear: the battle between Portia Robinson and Drew Kane is far from over. The secrets buried in Drew's medical records, the unresolved threat of mind control, and the specter of scandal all converge to create a perfect storm of drama and suspense. Whether Portia's desperate measures will save her or doom her remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: Port Charles will never be the same. Next, we will learn about the tangled web of secrets, heartbreak, and unexpected alliances swirling around Lucky, Elizabeth, Rick, and the ever-turbulent world of Port Charles. In the aftermath of a harrowing car crash, the fragile peace between Lucky and Elizabeth teeters on the edge of collapse. The accident, which nearly claimed Elizabeth's life, has become the linchpin for a series of revelations and shifting loyalties. Lucky, tormented by guilt and bound by a sense of loyalty to his friend Christina, chooses to conceal the truth about who was truly responsible for the crash. This decision, made out of friendship but at the expense of honesty, sets the stage for a dramatic unraveling of trust between him and Elizabeth. The emotional stakes are heightened by the ever-present specter of past betrayals, reminding viewers that in Port Charles, secrets rarely stay buried for long. If Elizabeth uncovers Lucky's deception, the fallout could be catastrophic. Not just for their relationship, but for the intricate network of friendships and rivalries that define their world. Delving deeper into the emotional aftermath, we see Elizabeth grappling with a sense of vulnerability and betrayal. Her brush with death has forced her to re-evaluate her relationships, particularly with Lucky, whose decision to shield Christina's secret could be interpreted as yet another instance of him prioritizing others over her. This isn't the first time Lucky's choices have left Elizabeth feeling isolated. Their shared history is riddled with moments where trust was tested and sometimes broken. The specter of past disappointments looms large, threatening to overshadow the hope of a fresh start. Elizabeth's internal struggle is further complicated by her lingering feelings for Rick, a man whose own history with her is as tumultuous as it is passionate. The emotional complexity at play here offers a rich tapestry for viewers, inviting them to ponder whether forgiveness and renewal are truly possible, or if old wounds will inevitably dictate the future. Meanwhile, Rick's presence in Port Charles adds another layer of intrigue and potential upheaval. Once deeply entwined with Elizabeth, having been married to her twice, Rick's return is marked by unresolved emotions and a persistent longing for what was lost. His past is checkered with questionable decisions, including a notorious scheme involving Carly and a panic room, which ultimately drove Elizabeth away. Despite his missteps, Rick's feelings for Elizabeth have never fully dissipated. His recent involvement with Ava seems more like a diversion than a genuine romantic connection, suggesting that his heart remains tethered to Elizabeth. Rick's position as a potential confidant and savior for Elizabeth, should her relationship with Lucky implode, introduces the classic soap opera dynamic of love triangles and shifting allegiances. The possibility of Elizabeth seeking comfort in Rick's arms, especially in a moment of vulnerability, is ripe for dramatic exploration and could ignite new conflicts, particularly with Ava. Ava herself is a wild card in this unfolding drama. Her relationship with Rick is fraught with its own complications, and the prospect of Elizabeth re-entering Rick's life is likely to provoke a fierce response. Ava's motivations are often enigmatic, oscillating between genuine affection and calculated self-interest. If Elizabeth and Rick were to rekindle their romance, Ava's reaction could range from heartbreak to outright sabotage, injecting even more volatility into an already combustible situation. The interplay between these characters exemplifies the soap opera tradition of layered conflicts and unexpected alliances, ensuring that viewers remain invested in every twist and turn. Christina's role in the car crash introduces a moral dilemma that reverberates through the entire group. Her attempt to harm Ava, which nearly resulted in Elizabeth's death, places her at the center of a web of secrets and lies. Lucky's decision to protect Christina speaks to the complexity of loyalty and the burdens of friendship. However, this choice also highlights the ethical gray areas that define life in Port Charles. As the truth threatens to emerge, the potential consequences for Christina and for those who shielded her become increasingly dire. The tension between protecting loved ones and upholding justice is a recurring theme, one that challenges each character to confront their own values and priorities. The broader context of these intertwined relationships is shaped by the ever-present possibility of redemption and the fear of repeating past mistakes. Lucky and Elizabeth's reunion, initially filled with hope and the promise of a new beginning, is now overshadowed by the specter of old patterns and unresolved issues. The question of whether their love can withstand yet another test is central to the unfolding narrative. Rick's enduring affection for Elizabeth, coupled with his willingness to step in during her moments of need, positions him as both a threat and a potential ally. Ava's unpredictable nature ensures that no outcome is certain, keeping viewers on the edge of their seats. In analyzing the dynamics at play, it becomes clear that each character is driven by a unique blend of desire, fear, and longing. Lucky's actions are motivated by a deep-seated need to protect those he cares about, even when it comes at a personal cost. Elizabeth's journey is one of self-discovery and the search for genuine connection, complicated by the scars of past betrayals. Rick's persistence in pursuing Elizabeth reflects both his inability to let go and his hope for redemption. Ava, ever the wild card, embodies the chaos and unpredictability that makes soap operas so compelling. As the story continues to unfold, viewers are left to speculate about the future. Will Lucky's secret be exposed, and if so, how will Elizabeth respond? Could Rick and Elizabeth find their way back to each other, or will Ava's interference prove insurmountable? What consequences await Christina for her role in the accident, and how will this impact the delicate balance of relationships in Port Charles? Each of these questions serves as a tantalizing cliffhanger, inviting audiences to tune in for the next chapter in this ever-evolving saga. In conclusion, the world of ABC's General Hospital thrives on the interplay of secrets, loyalties, and the enduring hope for second chances. The current arc involving Lucky, Elizabeth, Rick, Ava, and Christina is a masterclass in soap opera storytelling, blending emotional depth with high-stakes drama. As new revelations come to light and old wounds are reopened, the residents of Port Charles must navigate a treacherous landscape where every decision carries the potential for both heartbreak and redemption. Next, we will learn about the fascinating journey and public intrigue surrounding General Hospital star Kirsten Storms, her health, her transformation, and the swirling rumors that have captivated fans and critics alike. Embracing a healthier future, Kirsten's ongoing journey. Kirsten Storms stands as a beacon of resilience and transformation in the world of daytime television. Her recent years have been defined by a commitment to holistic well-being, not just the pursuit of a number on the scale. As she continues to maintain the healthy habits she's cultivated, Kirsten radiates a newfound confidence that inspires her audience. She has openly shared that her journey is not about reaching a final destination, but about ongoing healing and self-acceptance. With every step, she encourages others to focus on their own well-being, reminding fans that self-care is a lifelong process, not a quick fix. Kirsten's openness about her struggles and triumphs has made her a relatable figure. Her willingness to discuss the mental and emotional aspects of her transformation has resonated deeply with those who follow her story. She often emphasizes that her weight loss and lifestyle changes are part of a broader narrative of personal growth and empowerment. Looking ahead, Kirsten is excited to continue sharing her journey, hoping to motivate others to prioritize their health and happiness. Inspiring others, Kirsten's impact. The ripple effect of Kirsten's transformation extends far beyond her personal life. Her candidness on social media and in interviews has empowered countless fans to embark on their own journeys toward better health. By sharing not only her physical transformation but also her emotional growth, Kirsten has become a vocal advocate for self-love and mental wellness. She frequently receives messages from fans who credit her story with giving them the courage to take the first step toward positive change. Kirsten's advocacy is rooted in her belief that everyone's journey is unique. She encourages her followers to focus on progress rather than perfection, to celebrate small victories, and to be gentle with themselves during setbacks. Her story is a testament to the power of vulnerability and the importance of community support in overcoming life's challenges. Kirsten's top weight loss tips, a blueprint for success. Drawing from her own experience, Kirsten offers practical advice for those seeking to improve their health. Start with manageable goals and build momentum through consistency. Prioritize whole, nutrient-dense foods over restrictive diets. Listen to your body, balance exercise with adequate rest. Nurture your mental health through mindfulness, therapy, or journaling. Embrace the journey, understanding that lasting change takes time. Her approach is refreshingly realistic, focusing on sustainable habits rather than quick fixes. Kirsten's philosophy centers on the idea that true transformation comes from within, and that self-compassion is just as important as discipline. Results and achievements: 40 pounds down and counting. By 2025, Kirsten had achieved a remarkable milestone, shedding 40 pounds through dedication and mindful living. More significant than the physical change, however, is the sense of empowerment and joy she has found along the way. She frequently shares that her renewed energy and confidence have allowed her to fully embrace life, both on and off the screen. Kirsten's journey is a powerful reminder that health is multifaceted, encompassing physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Mental health and weight loss, the crucial connection.
Kirsten has been vocal about the deep connection between mental health and physical transformation.
She attributes much of her success to the work she's done on her mindset, learning to manage stress, process difficult emotions, and develop a healthier relationship with herself. Meditation, therapy, and self-reflection have been as integral to her journey as diet and exercise. Kirsten's story underscores the importance of addressing the root causes of unhealthy habits and prioritizing inner healing as a foundation for lasting change. The turning point, a new approach to health. The catalyst for Kirsten's transformation was a shift in perspective. After years of struggling with health issues and the side effects of medication, she decided to focus on what she could control. She adopted a balanced approach to nutrition, incorporating lean proteins, vegetables, and fruits into her meals. Exercise became a source of joy rather than obligation, with activities like walking, yoga, and strength training helping her rebuild her body and self-esteem.